Hello, TGIF. Welcome to the Sip and Sew. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Darlene. I am with Featherweight Doctor here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, although today is a little overcast and icky. Let me pull up my feeds to say hi to some friends. Tonight, if this is the first time you're joining me, is all about fun. We are literally sipping a glass of rosé. I thought it matched my shirt. What do you guys think? Pink all the way around. And we are making a block where I'm going to talk to you about my week. You're going to tell me about yours. It's just going to be fun. Tonight is all about fun. If you have any serious questions, I guess I could answer serious featherweight questions. But really, I'm really here to just kind of chat and get to know you guys a little better. Okay, let me pull up my feed so I can say hi to some friends, and then we can get going on the show. So this week was a bit of an unusual week for me. We are... Oops, sorry, guys.
I guess I could answer serious featherweight.
I always think I sound funny when I hear myself. Okay, let's see, YouTube Studio. Let's see who's all over on YouTube. I hope my friend Polly's here from UK. Okay, hold on. Still coming up. Okay, so last week, hi everybody. Okay, let me say hi to some friends on YouTube, and then I'll go over to Facebook. So we have my good friend Sandy Martin over in Pleasanton, California. Cindy Matthews is here. She said it's sketchy in Michigan too. It's funny. Pam Ernest is on from Maine. Sandra Garcia's on. Hello, Sandra. Melanie, hi, Melanie. Your motor is almost on its way back to me. And then Kim Warren's on. She goes, it's Friday. And Deborah's on. Hi, Deborah, over on YouTube. All right, let's see who my buddies are over on Facebook. Let's see here. We've got Judy P is on. Hi, sweetheart. From Massachusetts, we have Linda Woods on from Texas. Polly is on. She said Polly's is in UK, everybody. She stays up till midnight to chat with me, and she's a pretty loyal viewer and special attender to the party because she's all the way from the United Kingdom. So she says hi from balmy hot Manchester. That sounds icky. Sounds like one time when I went to Andy's hometown in southern Indiana and I got out of the car and the air was just thick. Like it felt thick like molasses going into your lungs, and I'm like, ooh, humidity. What's this? I don't like this. All right, Linda Wood is on. Becky. Hi, Becky. Becky, you are so sweet. Reagan got your card. You made her whole day. Thank you so much for thinking of her. Susan Woods Long is on from Arlington. Kathleen's on from SoCal. Mel and Joe. She said we're somewhere in Kansas. They're on an RV trick. Hello, Bernice. Bernice, are you the Bernice that helped me one time when I was in Tulsa with a ride to the hotel? Are you that Bernice? Gwen is on. Hello, Gwen. Nancy's on from Lake Stevens. Mel says I look great in pink. Thank you. Yeah, I left my sweatshirt on for you guys today. It's been a day. I did not dress up for y'all today. I said y'all. I'm just calling myself an honorary Southerner. I just am because I like saying y'all. Bridget's on from Rimrock. Hello. Oh, she loved Wednesday's show. Fran was great. Don't you love Fran? She's just easy to hang out with. Debbie is on from Kentucky. Therese is on from Knoxville. Judy P says, been to Boston and back. Holy moly. Terrible traffic, downpours, 92 degrees. Yeek. Pauline is on from Texas. Judy S is on from Kansas. Debbie in Kentucky says, yes, it's how it feels in Kentucky today. Kind of muggy and hot. That's no fun. Hi, Donna Moore. Thanks for joining us. Judy's on. Judy Colby. Not the same Bernice. Okay. I liked that Bernice. I'm sure all Bernices are nice, right? Kathy Heiss in Woodinville. Kathy, are you going to be at the outdoor quilt thingamajigger quilt show? I'm going to come in Marysville. I think it's Tuesday, right? I shared it. You think I would remember the date? It's on my calendar. Let's see. Judy's on from Orange County, California. All right. So I just need to take a breath. First of all, let us toast. Here is to a great week. Lots of productivity and hanging out with good friends. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys being here. All right. Cheers. Where's my Bernadette? My Bernadette from Ontario. She always gives me the clink. Hi, Carrie from SoCal. I can't wait to get your feather weight, hopefully next week. Oh, what happened? Okay, I don't know what that is. Kathy says, not going to be on today, helping keep our featherweight doctor updated for fire whack. Oh, yes, your fire department here. Good. I am glad you are fine, Kathy Zoka. You are up in the fire line. So, clink. You guys are so cute. All right, Kathy. Kathy is going to be there. Good. Yes, I'm going with a few more gals. Would like to. Oh, can I carpool with you? We'll talk after the show. We'll talk. Hi, Elizabeth Sowers from Indiana. Is tonight your euchre night? Andy wants me. Hi, Janice over on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Andy wants me to. Oh, Donna. It's Donna Lavender Nest. All right, from Texas. Hi, Donna. Thanks for coming over to Facebook and joining us. Cindy's drinking a rum and Coke. Girl, that's my kind of party. I literally have this left in my wine bottle. And it just happened to match my shirt. So there you go. So let's see what weird and wonderful things have happened this week. So last weekend I picked up a Go cutter. Do you guys know what those are? Absolutely crazy. I can't believe I have never tried one. I can't believe it. I was in love on the second roll of fabric. Have you guys tried one? So what it is, it's like a die cut machine for quilters. So they have like little, hey Andy? Andy? Yeah. Hang on guys. I think Isaquesto in fact is trying to call me and he keeps trying to ring through. Can you call him and find out what the deal is? Okay. So it's this little die cutter thing. Here, this is one of the dies. I have the little roly bob thing. Where has this been my whole life? I don't understand. It is kind of magical how I can cut many layers of fabric at the same time. I mean, I didn't cut all these at the same time, but multiple layers of fabric at the same time and have the same precise cut as if I cut one with a rotary cutter and a ruler. It's awesome. It's awesome. I have the 8.5 inch block and now I want all of them. I want them all. So tonight we're making a block. That's what we're doing tonight. I already did the cutting. Oh, and look at the little fun scraps. Isn't that fun? I know everybody is super shocked that I'm cutting up Tula fabric, right? Look at the fun scraps. I feel like they're like confetti. All right, let's see. Oh, we have a few more friends on. Joanne's on from Mississippi. Hi, sweetheart. Tracy's on from Virginia. Hello. Odie. She goes, yay, Aki quilt. I was going to bring it to you when we were supposed to. Oh, nice. Nice. Elizabeth says it's a no euchre night. And Janice says it's raining in northern Indiana. That is not cool. Sandy, and it looks reasonably sized. You making fun of my blocks, girl? You making fun of my blocks? Oh, good. Deborah has one of the Go cutters too. Let's see. So she says, so Darlene got home. Oh, no. You had a total knee replacement, Soshi? No drinking for you tonight. Just pain meds, okay? Don't mix alcohol and pain meds. Rest up. Enjoy the show. Just kick back, girl. Just kick back. Let's see. Oh, Polly says, my friend has a Sizzix for her quilts and spent a small fortune on big dies. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's not So far, it's well worth the price point, in my opinion. I just strictly from the precision, you know, uh, standpoint at all. The other thing I like about it is when you cut like the half square triangles. Look, it takes the little dog ears off, and then you can line this up to your pieces, so even your piecing is precise. Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. Sandra's had her go for 11 years. That's awesome. Very cool. And Lawrence likes my earrings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Little polka dots to break up the pink. Odie thinks AccuQuilt is a lifesaver. Oh, send me some pictures. Yes, I'd love to see some pictures of your collection. All right, friends, let me get my other camera angle up. Oop, how do we do this? Where's Reagan when I need her? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, that's it. Okay. There she goes. Look at me. I have Ray's machine tonight. We are making a mosaic tile. I have my instructions right here because I don't trust myself. Okay, so I need to do one of my little parallelograms here, and then another one of these. Look at how crisp and perfect my parallelograms are. Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called. Oh, Therese likes her IQ cut too. Why am I so late to this party? Why? Why am I so late to this party? I'll tell you why. I don't like to try new things. It's exactly why I'm late to this party. I am like 100-year-old lady who's just set in her ways. I like, things to go this way. I like to do my quilting this way. I like to work on this machine. And I ignore the new stuff. I think it's because I'm stuck in the past with these little machines that I have trouble with new things. But good Lord, I don't know where this thing has been my whole life with cutting. Let's see here. Tool Studios, hello. Says, I use my Cricut to cut fabric. Works great and no dyes needed. Sally. Oh, hi, Sally. Nice to meet you. I do have a Cricut too. I didn't even think I could cut fabric on my Cricut. Melanie here in Duval says, Sally does the Cricut cut more, one layer at a time. Yes, I would like to know that too. Sally, do you find the Cricut accurate? I tried one, but wasn't successful. Maybe it's just practice. It might be. I wouldn't even have thought about cutting fabric on my Cricut, actually. Myra! Hi, Myra! Thanks for joining us tonight. Odie says, game changer. I agree. With this all scraps, Jen, I am absolutely not doing anything with this. You know what I'll do with these piles here? I'll save them. Oops, sorry guys. I'll save them for dog bed fillers. I was looking for cotton scraps for dog bed fillers. That's what I'll do with my scraps. Mel Mitchell. Mel says, I think the new stuff is cheating. That's silly thing. It is silly thinking because why, if technology advances, our overall quality of life, in most cases, sometimes not so much, but in most cases, technology advances our quality of life. Why would us quilters not embrace new technology? And it's funny because this isn't even really new technology. I just have never really looked at it with all seriousness, but I do now. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. I need to focus here for a quick sec. So, did I do something wrong? There. That's right. Line my pieces up. Okay, like this. Is that how that goes? Yeah, that's how that goes. And then this goes here, right? I feel like I'm putting together a jigsaw puzzle. This is funny. And this goes, nope. Here, that goes like that. Nope, that does not go like that. Oh, it goes like this. Ha ha, people. Ha 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 ha, I got it. I see what I did wrong. There, like this, right? I can do this, friends. I can do this. And then this is going to go like that. Woohoo! I figured it out! If I didn't have my little cheat sheet here, I'd be in trouble. Let's see. So Tool Studio Sally says it's the maker with a wheel, very accurate. With the correct cutting mat, usually cut more than one layer at a time. And practice does make perfect. Isn't that always the case? Fiddly. That's funny. Okay. Odie. Odie, be nice to Mel. It's not cheating for those of us with disabilities that allow us to cut accurately. It's not cheap, but I know my cuts are perfect. That is also something I have noticed about it. Perfect cuts every time. Totally amazing. Okay, let's see here. So yeah, I think I like these so much. I might have to figure out how to put them on my store, if you know what I mean, on my online store. I don't know if they let you do that, actually. Because I went looking for some online stuff, and I couldn't find anything. That's not right. This. That, and that. It's hard for me to try more perfect. You guys are cute. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do this. Okay, let's see if I can just make the first one accurately. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank goodness the machine was going to work. I just realized I hadn't even tried to turn it on yet. Wouldn't be the sip and sew if something didn't go wrong, right, guys? So how was everybody's week this week? What have you guys all been up to? I have been learning some new sewing technology. Lots of machines in the shop this week, and so a lot of motor problems lately, like deep motor problems, not just minor motor problems. Thanks if my father-in-law is watching. Thank you for all of your FaceTime this week on the computer. I do some electrical work, but I consider myself more of an apprentice than a actual technician. I'm working on it. And my wonderful father-in-law is my instructor. So he's been very helpful this week. I just realized I don't have a pair of scissors. Andy, would you find me a pair of scissors? Thanks. I didn't know they sell them at Joann's. Really, the Go Cutters, really. Oh, Sally just got back from Hawaii, guys. That's awesome. What part of Hawaii were you in? My son lives on Maui. Spent most of the week, Polly says, in UK sewing alterations. Thank you for my friend's summer wardrobe, even though we may only have a couple of weeks of sun a year. Well, it's important, Polly. We need to have our alterations person. I am Reagan's alterations person, so I get it. Let's see here. I think that's a good idea, Tracy. I think I will. Let's see here. So Mel and Joe, friends Mel and Joe, are traveling this week and getting the dates all wrong. So meeting up with an old friend in Wyoming on Sunday. Well, that's fun. So you guys, I have to tell you a little funny about Mel. She missed the show last week because they were trying to get out of town. They live over on Gulf Coast in Mississippi, and she watched an older episode, not realizing that it was the virtual quilt show episode. And she thought, because I said I was going to be in Omaha that next weekend, she thought it was this next, like today. So there was a little confusion. I was like, what are you talking about, Mel? I'm not going to be in Mississippi or in Omaha this weekend, not till August. It was cute. She was very cute. Nice, Becky. Becky made four 20-inch pillowcases. Nice. A tote bag and 7 sized zip in a 7 different zippered bag. Holy guacamole. It's been a fun week of sewing. Holy moly. 7 types of zippers does not sound like fun. It just doesn't. It's funny. Oh, hi, Lisa in Phoenix. Thanks for popping on. Oh, you're driving home from Walmart. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Oh, you were in Maui. Nice, Sally. Too hot and muggy and crowded and expensive. I don't know how my son lives there. I really don't. He works for a church, and it's a church job, so they pay him well for a church job. But like to live in Maui, like it's crazy. It's crazy. He loves it though. He has a little tiny like closet apartment, and he eats a lot of rice and spam. We were in Maui this time 2 years ago visiting him. I agree. It was muggy, crowded, expensive. I totally agree with you. He lives in Kihei on the island, by the way, where most of the locals live, actually. All right, so I got my first little block here, and then and then I gotta do something over. No, but that's not right. Is that right? Okay, oh, goodness gracious, that is right. Okay. I'll get this, you guys, I promise. See, look at how nice all of that lines up. If I tried to cut that with a rotary cutter, there's no way. Great for young people. Oh, you were in Kihei? You probably walked by my son at Foodland while he was getting his lunch plate of chicken katsu. Is his favorite thing that he eats, chicken katsu. If he's lucky enough to go out and get something from that he does not cook himself. I taught him how to cook before he left the house. That was a chore. He actually, the year before he left the house, when he was a senior in high school, he graduated from high school and basically went to Maui like 2 months later as an intern. And we didn't expect him to fall in love and decide he didn't ever want to leave. So, but I knew he was leaving, and I really wanted to make sure I prepared him for life on his own. And so he did more cooking than I did the last year he lived with us in Scottsdale. We sent him from Arizona to Hawaii. So I am using the cube dies. I'm using some from the 8.5 inch cube. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, the Go Cube 8.5 inch. Love it. The twin. Denise and I are having dinner later. Yay! Look out, Monroe, Washington. The twins are coming for you. They are doing super well. I haven't been able to see her very much this week because it's been so crazy. So for her also. So I'm really looking forward to spending a little time with them tonight and catching up a little bit. They're heading back to Idaho on Sunday. So I will not get to see her until we're there again in a few weeks. So kind of fun. The Darlene twin she is equally awesome. I agree. 8-inch cubed. I have one set of the strip dies. I have not tried it yet. I'm a little intimidated by the size of it. It's the 2.5-inch strip set. I haven't tried it. Let's see here. Polly says that quilt is like doing a jigsaw puzzle and then sewing. I know, that's exactly kind of what it feels like, is a jigsaw puzzle. And I like jigsaw puzzles, so that's good. Yes, Elizabeth, Mama's Fish House is still there. It's also still the most expensive place to eat on the island. And you have to have you have to have reservations for before you even get to the island to be able to eat at Mama's Fish House. We didn't eat there when we were there. I found the food in Kihei, well, Maui in general, to be assaultingly expensive. Assaultingly expensive. So we found ourselves sticking to the, there's a place called Zippy's there, which is like comfort food. That was really good and not like an arm and a leg. And we really liked, what do you call it? Foodland is a family-run grocery store there, and they have a they have a poke bar in back. Poke is raw fish, yum, and it is in the back by the deli counter, and you could buy poke by the pound. And once we found that, I did not go back to any other style of restaurant because it was the most affordable thing. And their ahi, because they pick it up off of the coast, is so amazing. So my daughter's like, I don't ever want to eat fish ahi anywhere else, and I live in Seattle, so you know fish is fresh here, but it's nothing like Maui. Oh, thanks, Mel. She said, I'm the Darlene twin. Yes, I'm starting to see how this could potentially be an addiction, ladies. So that hence me having to just be a dealer, because otherwise, I have to buy full price. All right, here. So what is it? People have been going on vacation like crazy. Been trying to make some appointments, and everybody's going out of town. Jeanette, if you're watching this later, thanks for tuning in. She's on her way to Boston. She's like, I won't be on live, but I'll be sipping. I'm like, have fun in Boston, girl. Have fun in Boston. Okay, let's do one more set of parallelograms here. So I think it's kind of funny, just like ha funny, that I used to hate math in high school. Fractions, geometry. And I think it's funny now, in retrospect, how I make my living doing the very thing that I did not care for when I was young. I think that's actually kind of funny. Because now I can add and subtract and divide fractions in my head like no one's business. And I knew that this was a parallelogram. I knew that. It's just crazy. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I have my little one here, and then this one gets one of these. Okay. That's okay, Linda, if you came late. No big deal. I was actually a minute or two late myself on my own program. So there you go. I realized that I miscut a couple of these block pieces because I was in a hurry. I'm sure that's never happened to any of you. And so I was scrambling. I almost made Reagan get on the show for me and start it. Linda Wood, algebra was your favorite subject in school. That is a unique, special, or favorite class. You too, Becky? What? What? You guys, I barely passed all of my math classes. Barely passed all my math classes. Missy, you're late. Washing the dog, that's an important job. Washing the dog. I get it. I did 2 loads of laundry today because we were running low on important pieces of clothing. Okay, let's see here. Nancy King, do you know about the AccuQuilt weekly emails with a free pattern? You should sign up. I did not know that. I will have to look into that. I will definitely have to look into that. I like free patterns. I like free patterns. Okay, let's see here. So I've got this. It is like a jigsaw puzzle. I feel a little bit like that. Oh, Judy P. Judy P, you taught chemistry? What? Which means I had to research the kids, had to reteach the kids their algebra, I think is what you meant to say. That's funny. Such smart company I have here on this program. I mean, I know we have some retired pediatricians on here, and I'm actually not surprised at all about the quilters getting into or being big math nerds when they were younger, because this is a very mathematical hobby. I had a you're the bee's knees. I've had several retired engineers, accountants. Denise, are you on? As in my quilting classes, I kind of get it. Ooh, goodness, let's not lose. Don't lose pieces. Let's see. Polly says, I had to re-sit my maths. I believe it was how they tried to teach us, and for whatever reason, they seemed to make it harder than it needed to be. I would believe that. Sandy says, I'm not a math person either, but I love to write. Oh, you guys are so talented. That's awesome. What was I good at school? I took all the business classes. I know. Really surprising. I thought, well, so what's funny, if you had asked younger Darlene what she would have wanted to be when she grew up, this is what I would have wanted to be. I literally always wanted to own my own business. Always wanted to teach people things that they didn't know. I would have bet a child that it wouldn't have been in quilting. I would have bet a kid if someone would have told me that I would have had an antique sewing machine business when I was younger. But I think it's kind of fun how it worked itself out, actually. That's always kind of the best when something kind of amazing happens that's unexpected. So Missy says, I'm extremely challenged in math. I know, me too. Except for fractions and geometry. I am so happy to have quilt buddies to ask for help. I call it quilt math. It's fun. Kathy Klein in Illinois says geometry was her favorite. funny. Lisa Matthews says, yes, made it home. So now I can sit and relax and enjoy the company. Yay. Good, good, good. And Bridget and Rimrock says, love math because it was what it was. No exceptions. That's true. There was only, well, except when you got to the part about how you could have many ways to the same answer. That's when it started getting complicated for me. Hence algebra. There was more than one way to finish a formula or get to an answer. You lost me. So I'm getting excited about my next Omaha trip. I've booked my flights. I know a couple of you friends on here are coming to join me. Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna have a special dinner. For my, if you're on here, my programs regularly and you contribute and are signed up for that, I think we're gonna have a special little thing so that we can all hang out together outside of class when I get to Omaha in August. I'm really looking forward to it. I am kind of making some big plans for next year. Nothing I can announce just yet. I'm still working out some details, but there's going to be a little bit more traveling with for me across the country. Really want to, now that COVID has let up a little bit, I can get out and hang out with you guys in person. I'm really excited about it. So I heard everyone was talking about traveling. I'm stocked up on dog food because I'm going to Chicago next week, and the husband is staying. The husband is staying home to take care of the pups. Ruh-roh. Did you leave him written instructions, Lisa? Did you leave him written instructions? We'd like all dogs accounted for when you get back. Speaking of feeding dogs, Ray was getting Rogue his dinner last night. She comes to me with her eyes wide and she says, don't we have more dog food? And I'm like, no, we had the one bag of dog food, not a second bag. I just haven't been to Costco lately. And she's like, well, Rogue's out of dog food. And I'm like, guess you're going to Costco to get the dog food. Because she wanted her own Costco membership so she could run there for me. And then she tried to play the, I can't pick up the 40-pound bag of dog food. I'm like, oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. So everybody rest assured, Rogue got dog food tonight. So he is not starving. Wouldn't want him to skip a meal or anything. He could live off the fat of the land for a while, I can assure you. Oh, good. I'm glad he's well prepared to take care of the pups. That's good. All right, let's see here at my little blocks that I made. So I think I'm going to do all these blocks as a quilt as you go. Wouldn't that be fun? Look at my little blocks. Okay, let me see here. I got to put these together. Make sure I didn't do something silly. Oh, look at how cute that looks. This. Love it. Didn't think about getting my iron out. Oops. Yes, I've made the quilt squares behind me, Judy, I made them last weekend on the Acu cut. So I made this is a sawtooth, look how cute, with Tula, of course. And then I made 4 of these. I think it's called like Road to Oklahoma or something. I had a whole fat quarter pack of the Tula True Colors, and so I'm using it in the blues and greens. I know this will shock everybody that I'm using blues and greens. Yeah, I'm gonna build it like a medallion with a big center block, and then build the quilt as you go around it kind of in rows. Should be fun. All right. I'll probably be sorry that I'm not pressing these well, but I don't have my iron on, so we're just gonna roll with it. So this next week, we're going to continue on our featherweight stories. And this coming week is Judy P. She's going to get on and talk about her machine named Annie. It'll be fun to, I mean, I think Judy P's been on since, well, as long as Franny has, for sure. So you guys have become quite well known around this household for joining me week after week. Look how cute. Okay, that is a super cute block. And and honestly, it's not perfect, but it's near perfect. I mean, look at my points. And it's not even pressed. I was just finger pressing everything. Crazy. So there you go. Yeah, I think we're going to do it as a quilt as you go. I think I'm going to put a border around these to make them a little bigger. And yes, I bought more of the yellow fabric. So I'm going to use this fabric as the border around it to make it a little bigger. And then we're going to quilt them up one block at a time and grow the quilt. So that one needs a good pressing. I love how it turned out. Oh, your favorite color is blue? Judy, I can see why that block calls to you. It's called Mosaic number 6 in their patterns, in the Go Cube patterns. Fun, huh? All right, Jill's on here. Hi there. She says, I'm finally watching you live. I've been learning and enjoying your channel for months. Nice. Thank you for joining me. I have a 1954 featherweight and learning how to quilt on it. I'm in North Carolina. Very nice. Well, thanks for popping on and saying hi, Jill. That's great. It's part of the book series, Joanne, that came with my Go Cube. I think it's Eleanor Burns, actually. It's called Mosaic number 6. All right, I think I need to do a little more sipping. So I decided with the unexpected long arm purchase this week to rehome my Texas Centennial Unicorn. I am a little sad about it. When she came to live with me, I kind of knew this wasn't her forever home. And I posted a blog post about the Texas, and I had a bunch of people reach out who are from Texas and have obviously a love of their state and their home. And I had Polly's like, oh no. It's actually kind of a bittersweet thing for me. this lady who I met through one of my online classes, which, by the way, I have some online classes coming up next week, some virtual online classes, one for machine quilting and one for featherweight maintenance. So check it out on the website. Oh, Susan on YouTube says, I'm quilting a wedding quilt for my daughter and her fiance on my featherweight Dorothy. Well, that is awesome. Way to go, Dorothy, the singer featherweight. So, yes, I got a new... It's been a week. It's been a week. So anyway, the Texas Centennial is going home to Texas. And I'm very happy. This particular buyer, she was in one of my classes, and she has an extensive collection. She has every special badge, almost every special badge, except the Texas Centennial. And so she was in a class a while ago and said, if you ever think about selling her, please let me know. And so with the whopping long arm purchase, I had to help offset some of the costs. So the Texas Centennial, she's calling it Darlene. Makes me emotional. For those of you guys who have named machines after me, there's a couple of you. I just am so honored to be like part of your collection and therefore your history. And so she's naming the Texas Centennial Darlene, and it is going home to Texas. It will be... Hi, Sandy Reese. Sandy, I have your top label. I have not sent it yet. I'm sending it next week. I promise. I haven't sent it yet. So the long arm. Oh, Deborah says, thank you so much for always giving me support when I'm usually in a panic about my featherweight. You always are so sweet and patient with some of my goofy questions. There are no goofy questions. I promise, Deborah. Anyway, so yeah, my long arm, my entrance into the professional quilting community was as a long armor 16 years ago. I had left a fancy, I don't know if I've told you guys this story. I left a fancy corporate job. No, Missy, it is not an APQS. It's not. I have an APQS. That is the one that is actually going to be for sale. So if anybody's looking for an APQS Millennium with brand new wheels, I have one for you. Anyway, I started 16 years ago. I had left a fancy corporate job in telecommunications, and at that point in our family, our young family, I mean, goodness gracious, my son was 6 or 7, my daughter was 2. I needed to replace a solid revenue stream, and so I had been quilting as a hobby on a Handy Quilter 16 for about a year and a half, and I lost my corporate job and decided to start quilting full-time. I decided that was my contingency plan. And so the long arm business has been very fruitful for me. I have had lots of ribbons, some at some very, very, very big shows. And I kind of felt like I had kind of accomplished everything I needed to in that arena. And then Featherweight Doctor started with a vengeance a couple years ago. And I thought, I still have about a handful and a half of customers that won't let me retire. And my Millennium, my APQS, has been ticking along with its automated system. And this week, we crossed a problem that we couldn't overcome. So the machine itself works great, but it wasn't going to run anymore with the CompuQuilter, which has been an obsolete computer program for about 10 years. And in order for me to be able to long arm for people, it has to be automated, because I don't have the time in my schedule to sit there and push the machine around as much as I love to do that. So I purchased a new commercial grade machine this week, and the Texas had to offset some of the cost, which is, it's all good. It's all good. I'm learning all new software now, new design software. Thank goodness my husband was home today, because he's like the nerd, geeky type. Sorry, I called you a nerd. You're a geek. I apologize. And he's been helping me figure out the new software, and it's it's going to be fun. So if you do not have a long arm quilter or a long arm quilter around you that you support, I'd love to be your long arm quilter. This business just got a new shot in the arm, and it's going to be going for a long time. Got to pay for a new machine. uh, Lisa said this is a week of machines coming and going. I know. I sold my TR2 mid arm this week. Even without advertising it, I'd love to be able to get rid of the APQS without advertising it. I don't think that that's going to happen though. Mary, hi Mary. I'm so bummed you weren't on with Franny on this week. I understand you were at work. I'll let it go this one time. She said my top label is called Bert after my mom. That's awesome. My new 222 would be called Nellie after my grandma. Oh, I did not know you got a 222. We're going to have to hear all about that. That's pretty awesome. MNCB over on YouTube. I do have some featherweights available. They're all white though. I have 3 white featherweights available right now. They tend to come up in 3s, and it's been a little bit of a dry spell, so I'll probably be getting some soon. There you go. There you go. All right, friends. Well, I think I have filled everybody in on my week. we sewed a really cute block, talked about a Go AccuCut. I think it's been a full show. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to be back on Monday with an Ask the Doctor. So if you have any questions about your featherweight, please feel free to jump on my the social media. You can message me through Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, or you can email me directly at info at featherweightdoctor.com. All right, friends. I'll see you on Monday. If you haven't already, feel free to like this video, only if you liked the video. And then feel free to share it with your friends if you thought they could have some fun too. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. For those of you around some of the hot spots, please be careful and take care of yourselves. Jill, thanks for joining me for the first time tonight. I appreciate you popping on. All right, friends. We'll talk to you later. Bye.